everyone. Welcome back to my channel. You are watching the second episode of Citation series. The topic is punctuation used in in-text citation. So, how do you punctuate in in-text citation? This is what you're going to learn today because when it comes to parenthetical citations, they appear to be more complex because sometimes we use lots of additional informations in those references, and in order to make it more clear and more presentable, you have to punctuate them. So, a general question: is punctuation needed for a standard parenthetical citation that includes only the author's name and the page number? No, not necessary, right? So here, when it comes to a standard or general parenthetical citation that includes only the name of the author and the page number, there is no need to punctuate. Well, what if a parenthetical citation includes an additional title of the same author? Here, it's just simple. Add a comma in between the name of the author and the title. So here you could see that the author's name is Rushdie, and there you put up a comma, and then comes the title of the book, and then comes the page number. So we could see that a comma separates the author's name and the title of the text. Hope you follow the examples. Fine. Now, how to punctuate if your parenthetical citation includes different locations in a single source? So, here too, you can add commas in between. For example, here the author is Anderson and the page numbers are segregated using commas, right? So, commas are added in between when you include different locations in a single source. Well, how to punctuate an altered quotation in a citation? So sometimes you may read up a quotation and you will have to add up an emphasis, right? Or maybe it will be all about your own explanation of that particular quotation. In that case, you can add a semicolon in between the citation and your explanation. For example, the author's name is given, and of course the page number, and then you put up a semicolon, and then you give up an explanation. What's your explanation? My emphasis or my alteration, whatever it is, you can put up. So now, how do you punctuate if the page number is missing? So that you have to add up another numbered part with an identifier. So now this seems quite ridiculous. The page number seems missing, and you have to add up another label that is given there for the sake of identifying. So here, what you have to do is you have to add a comma between the author's name and the referenced part. So three types of examples are given below. Example number 1, of course here there is no page number and the line number is to be noted here. So what will you do? You have to write the author's name and then put up a comma, and then you are referring to the line number, isn't it? So you have to write line there and then put up the number of line 23, and then here comes the second reference. Here you are referring to the paragraph. Why do you refer that? Because the page number is missing, isn't it? So you're referring to the author's name, Johnson. Yes, of course, put up a comma there, and you have to write the number of paragraph that you have referred. So PAR, it is a short form, isn't it? Put a full stop over there, PAR, full stop, and the paragraph number, be it 6 or 5, whatever it is. And then comes another reference. So here you have included the title of the book, and you have to refer to the chapter number. So here too, the page number is missing, yeah, and you have to refer to the chapter number. So the text of the book is followed, the title of the book is followed by a comma, and then chapter, shortened form of chapter, ch, full stop, the number. So this is how you punctuate when the page number is missing, and in case you are replacing it with another numbered part, this is how you have to follow, right? So how do we punctuate a citation of commonly studied literature? What would you do if you want to highlight the page number as well as other separate references to other parts in the same page? So here you have to use a semicolon after the page number, and then you can add comma between the references, right? So here carefully follow the examples. Desai, so here the author's name is Desai, and of course you have put up the page number, and then you have to put up a semicolon to separate this general citation from the other reference part. So here Desai, page number 43, and then comes the semicolon, and then you're referring to chapter 5, specific highlight to chapter 5, and then put up a comma, and you're referring to the section number. Got it? So the general citation is segregated with a semicolon from the other reference parts. So this is how you have to highlight your punctuation. How to punctuate multiple sources in a single parenthesis. So here you are going to refer to multiple sources, different authors. So it's too simple. Just add semicolons between those different sources. For example, Rushdie, page number 23, and then put up a semicolon over there, and then you are putting up Kapoor's reference, Kapoor, page number 12. So this is how you punctuate when you use multiple sources in a single parenthesis. Well, how do you punctuate a parenthetical citation that consists of multiple works by the same author? So you are going to refer to numerous works by the same or single author. For example, if you are going to refer only to two different titles or works of the same author, you can add and between the titles so that you can join them. For example, if you are referring to three or more titles of the same author, you can use commas in the beginning, and at the last reference you can add and so that you can join all the three or four together. For example, here you are referring to Rushdie's two titles, Imaginary Homelands and Step Across the Line. So what will you do? You are putting up the author's name, Rushdie, putting up a comma, and then within double inverted commas, you are adding up the first title. Here only two, isn't it? So directly you can go for an and then you're putting up other title within the inverted commas, and then you're closing the parenthesis. And come across the second example. Here, of course, here too you are referring to three works of Rushdie. One is Imaginary Homeland, Step Across the Line, and The Enchantress of Florence. So here you are putting up the author's name, a comma, the first title, the second title, and then you are including and then it is followed by the third title. So the work is done, isn't it? So the citation or the in-text citation is very promptly done. So please don't confuse yourself. Follow the examples carefully. Everything will be quite easy, right? So hope you would have followed all the steps very clearly. So listen to that again and note down all the examples. Try it on your own. Everything is as simple, right? Thank you for watching. And those who haven't subscribed it, do subscribe for more updates. Thank you.